Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on, folks, and welcome to Francis Fridays. All rise and shine, baby. I tell you what, Christmas is over, but Santa Claus, I'm still rocking with you, brother.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope all of you guys had a wonderful, wonderful, merriest of Christmases.
Ho, ho, ho. Where
I hope Santa was generous to you guys, because clearly he was not generous with Gleyber Torres. Gleyber was on the naughty list, apparently. So he only gets a 1 year, $15 million.
After turning down a couple of multi-year deals, Gleyber Torres with a 1 year deal to the Tigers.
I know one Tigers fan who's going to be happy when she wakes up and sees this news. But other than that,
I know a Tiger that's happy. Tony the Tiger. He's great.
Listen, speaking about Tigers, man, I just want to shout out, my Tigres del Licey. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Getting it together these last couple weeks. It's been rough. It's been, hasn't been the best this season.
I think we're ahead in the rankings, aren't we?
We're tied right now.
Tied, okay.
We're tied for second.
Okay.
We're tied for second right now, but
they want me to play. I gotta head to DR. I gotta play a couple of games over there.
Pete Civinetti suiting up for the Aguilas.
The great White Hope.
That would be a spectacle. That would be a spectacle.
And the pitch. Oh, hit in the air to deep left field. Oh, that's my Simonetti.
They're going to hand Pete Gabagool as he rounds third.
Oh, man, that'd be so nice. A little fresh prosciutto. Sign me up. Remember that prosciutto at Milano's just melted in your mouth. Hey, yo.
That was special. We got the clips to prove.
We do. I got a lot of work to do, man. I got to start putting together the 2024 highlight video. That's going to be exciting. You talk about something that's going to literally take me all damn day to do. That's going to take all damn day. I started going through, because usually how I do it, thank God Jira does such a good job. So I go just through Instagram and I go like from the bottom all the way up, and you see all the highlights of the year, and it's like, holy shit, this is gonna be a lot.
There's so much this year. No, it's
year.
wild, but that's a good problem to have, low key,
It
right?
is.
If you think about
is.
it, it's like the fact that the 2024 highlight reel is going to take so long to put together means that there was a lot of highlights, and shit, there might not be enough time or space to get everything in there. That's how good the year was.
Yeah, I tell you this, man. You know, what about the awards coming very soon, Mach? We got the awards that are coming up very soon here in the community that you guys get to vote on, so nobody gets mad at me. That's how I take myself out of it. I let you guys vote for the winner, so I don't, you know, have to get yelled at by anybody, especially
we believe
DJ
in democracy here at the U. We believe in democracy.
no doubt about it. We believe in democracy, okay? I am a fighter of democracy.
Exactly. We are not enemies. We are not enemies of democracy.
Not at all, okay?
We're proponents of democracy.
Proponents?
Powers in your hands.
Hitting the sub. All right.
Powers in you guys' hands.
Yeah, the power is in your hands like He-Man, damn it. He has the power. But, you know, things right now for the Yankees, what are we doing? You know, the Yankees are kind of just in a standstill right now.
Like a holding pattern.
You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, they're in a holding pattern right now. They're just kind of waiting and seeing what's going to happen. You know, yesterday I went live and it was kind of funny because the names that we're talking about, it's like, I really can't believe that this is what we're doing. You know what I mean? I can't believe it. It absolutely shocks me that I'm sitting here trying to convince people that Jeff McNeil would actually be a lot better at Yankee Stadium, that Yo Moncada could be healthy, that Josh Rojas could be good out of Seattle. It's kind of like where we are as a team, because let's be real here. Everybody knows that as it stands right now, DJ LeMahieu is probably a starter for the Yankees, and that's something that nobody really wants to think of, especially after going to the World Series. It's like now is time to move on, and as it stands now, like I said, he probably is in the running, if not the guy that would be getting one of those spots.
I was on I'll be honest with you. I was on Twitter last night. I was kicking the shit with a couple people. I was rewatching because you went live last night and I couldn't watch it live, so I'm rewatching the video, and I'm listening to these names, and I'm just like, oh shit, you know, I'm like, this isn't good. This is
where we are.
This is not it, right?
Yep.
And then as you're talking about some of these names, and this is typical, right? This is typical for the U. And I was noticing this when we were, I think it might have been right after DS. I feel like every time we're live, we have an episode or something, I go on Twitter and immediately the conversation on Yankees Twitter is like what we were just speaking about.
What we talked about, yeah.
So interestingly enough, I'm watching the video, but I'm watching it late after the fact. Like this is hours after you like finished. But I'm seeing the tweets from before when you were live, and people are talking about different options and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm just at a point where I'm reading it and I'm just like, there's no way that like with everything that transpired this offseason, there's just no way that on opening day, DJ LeMahieu is announced as the starting second baseman and we're like supposed to be cool with that. Like there's no, like, I'm sorry. Like, and I've given Cashman praise up to this point.
Me too. Me too.
I think up until right before the Paul Goldschmidt deal, was like up there with Cash, right? And I'm not saying the Paul Goldschmidt deal is the one that literally tanked, because it didn't to me. I'm kind of, the more I look at it, the more I look at whatever, it's like I become a little bit more indifferent. It's like, because you can nitpick, right? And you know, there's a case to be made for Goldschmidt over Santana, whether I like it or not. I was a Santana guy. Yeah, there's people who make the case for Goldschmidt over Santana.
His spray chart is pretty sexy, to be honest.
Yeah, so when you look at it like that, it's like, yeah, that's not gonna destroy the offseason for me. It was that hot stove show at the beginning of the week.
Ah, yes, the day that we went Monday. Because we did DS Sunday. We talked about all these real possibilities. And then Curry came out and was like, if you guys watched Designated Spitters last night, I'm just going to go ahead and throw cold water on everything that they discussed that the Yankees could do. Literally. We're going to throw it out. We're going to throw it out.
It was like the ice bucket challenge, bro. Like if I mean, I came out of that episode of DS, and it's funny because like you guys might think, oh, you guys are there, you're doing the podcast or whatever. And yeah, we're talking to the fans, but a lot of times, we're talking to each other and we hype ourselves up because we're fans of the team first.
Correct.
So I came out of that episode feeling a lot better because of the shit that me and Pete were talking about. I was like, damn, you know what? It's true. There are all these options. There is still plenty of time in the off season. Like, yo, there is one move out there for sure. Yo, we're going to get better, bro. Like, we're going to add another bat, probably going to add a lefty reliever. And I might like our chances better this year than even last year. Like, this is crazy. Jack Curry came and said, momento. Un momentico, mia.
Take it easy. Hold on a second.
Cálmate. He said, Arenado. No creo. No, no. Alex Bregman. Tampoco. Alex Bregman. Pero tú estás loco. And Pete, I wasn't watching the Hot Stove Show. I just got a text message from Pete. Curry's
I got it from Darius.
The whole thing.
Bro, yeah. Because I got it from Darius. Darius was like, bro, he was like, he said this. He said this. I'm like, shit, that's everything we talked about yesterday. This fucking guy. Like, he literally just ripped us to pieces and was like, yeah, none of that shit's happening, so don't even worry about it.
He said,
like, I felt like I was targeted. Like, I really did. I felt like we were targeted there for a second. It was just like, yeah, everything these guys spent an hour and 45 minutes talking about, throw it out the window. We got to look at some secondary options here. Josh Rojas. Let's start there. And, bro, it's absolutely wild to me.
That was a great episode of DS too, by the way.
It was an amazing episode. I mean, we've had some really great episodes. Kev hit me up yesterday, actually in our chat together. He was like, bro, like the numbers for the shows are killing it. So,
having a good off season.
We're having a very good off season, man. It's fun. It's exciting. And like I said, you got Soto watch. Scary thing is, and look, I don't know if I'm really buying into this watch because I still believe it's a pipe dream. And that is what today's topic is, Roki Sasaki. And for people, I had somebody retweeted the title of this show. And they go, oh, God, here we go. Now they're going to hype up Sasaki to the Yankees and start this bullshit. And I'm sitting there going, do you not know what a pipe dream means?
People don't read.
People don't read things. It's literally saying, is Roki Sasaki a pipe dream? Meaning, is he just that mystic name that we have no chance of really getting? But there's a connection there. Look, there's not going to be a Sasaki watch. I could tell you that. There's just not going to be because I don't believe it for a single second that Roki Sasaki is going to sit back and go, no problem, I'm going to sign with the Yankees. NYU had the intel before anybody, before passing, before anybody. This is last off season that we told people that this coming year, coming up, Roki Sasaki is going to come here. And he's going to be posted using the international way because he's too young. So we got to go basically as an international free agent. And, the process there is different where he can basically select wherever the hell he goes. It ain't going to be like he's getting his money from the team. He's going to get money from outside. Basically,
the money's pretty much the same.
Exactly. And he's going to get his endorsement money, and that's where he's going to make, money for himself. But to sit here and believe that the Yankees are going to get him, Francis, I'm sorry, but I can't. That's one of those things where I'm going to allow myself to be shocked. I'm going to allow myself to be shocked. If they get him, I'll fall off my seat happy. But if they don't, I'll be like, yeah, I mean, we knew this. Like, we knew the West Coast, whether it's the Dodgers or Padres, are going to end up with him. But I'm holding out hope. But like I said, I don't believe it. I don't believe it until I actually see.
The only way I'm upset about Sasaki signing with another team over us is if it was like the Mets.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. If it was an East Coast team, I'd be like, what the fuck?
And it's not because of what people think. Like, oh, you'd be mad because the Mets stole a player from the Yankees.
I know what you mean.
I couldn't care less. I would be mad because it was a team, like Pete just said, on the East Coast,
correct,
in our same geography,
correct,
that got him. And I'm resigned to the fact that our biggest Achilles heel in these negotiations is our geography. But if it turns out that he ended up signing with someone over here, then it would be like, okay, so no, it wasn't that. It was just didn't want to play here, didn't present it. I don't know. That would be a situation where I'd be like, okay, yeah, we are in some trouble. Like we
Facts.
Big trouble.
Facts.
We can't even do that. But if he ends up going to the Dodgers, which is widely expected, if he ends up signing with the Padres, which also is the widely expected, scenario here, I'm not going to feel any way about it. Now, if he does sign with the Yankees,
Oh man, forget about it. I mean,
we tell you.
we've talked about this in great detail about what it does to the team. It almost sets up a secondary offseason for him because now you could look, and you don't have to, but because somebody, a couple people mentioned that before, is that the Yankees could mess around with a 6-man rotation just to kind of break him into the league, let him, work some kinks out and give him some time off if need be. But again, the Mets also did this with Kodai Senga, and they didn't really have to go to a full 6-man. There's ways of managing that to make that work, but it really opens up so much because some teams out there that are quote unquote blessed in certain areas could simply go, well, we could probably make this guy available if we're getting a Clark Schmidt, if we're getting a Louis Heel. We can make this player that's controlled, that's really good, we can make him available because then we can just go ahead and make an area of need better by giving up a strength. And that, to me, would be the most intriguing storyline of the rest of the year because Roki can't sign to after the 15th of January. So once January 15th is here, he's probably going to sign a couple of days right after that, and that'll be locked in and that'll be done.
Yeah, I would imagine it's relatively quick.
It's going to be fast because he's already having to be. Put it this way. Weeks before that, he's going to know. He's going to know where he's going. If not, he probably already does know where he's going.
I would say I would hazard that he knows right now.
He more than likely knows what team he's going to go to, and that's obviously, the rules and all that. You got to wait, but the time after that might be the most intriguing baseball ever because you don't know what the possibilities could be.
That's true.
We have no idea what could actually happen, and I don't know if maybe the Yankees themselves are holding off for now to figure out what could happen if that's the case. And let's be honest, Francis, like we just said, they have a better idea of the situation now than we do. They met with him already. They probably have a good understanding of what is his mindset. Would he want to really be here? What's the rumors out there? What are we hearing of what he wants to do? And because I'm dead serious, man, the way that we're looking at this team now, and this is why Sasaki's so interesting, and I always bring this up. He has to have interest in playing for the Yankees because there's no benefit for him to say, I'm just going to meet with New York because they're going to up my value. There's no, that's not the situation here.
There is no value to
He also told the Phillies, and I think the Red Sox, I'm not interested in meeting you guys.
Exactly.
But he wanted to meet the Yankees. And again, this is not a free agency where it's like, get the Yankees involved. Come on, because everybody's going to up
prices up. Yeah.
Exactly. It's not that situation. So that's the only reason why there's a little bit of hope in me that maybe he chooses us. But I tell you this, man, I would love it just for the content purposes of live streaming and just sitting around and having the fun live streams. Like, yo, what are they gonna do? Because let's be honest, they're probably gonna have a big trade happen.
Something. I mean, and I like the point that you just made, about with the teams that he met with, because I feel like that's been understated to the point because people are just saying, well, he's signing with the Dodgers and he's signing, and it's like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, we all feel that way.
But the thing is, right? Say that is the case. I mean, even if I'm the Dodgers, though, do I know for sure this is in the bag? I don't think so. Because
no, I don't think so.
Why even meet with the Yankees and the Mets?
Correct.
If you're not going to the East Coast, there's no need for you to even and people will say, oh yeah, but maybe he just wanted the experience. Okay, but I don't know. And here's my experience with that. Ohtani. When Ohtani came over 2018, Ohtani didn't give us a meeting.
Correct.
The Yankees,
no interest,
the Yankees,
they were out almost immediately,
as much as anybody and everything like that, and they were out immediately. We didn't get a meeting. Okay, I don't think the Mets got a meeting. I don't think Boston got a meeting. I don't think all the East Coast teams want the furthest to the east geography that got a meeting was Chicago. The Cubs got a meeting with Ohtani in 2018. Yeah. That was as far east as he was willing to meet with people. He met with the Cubs.
Correct.
He didn't meet with anybody on this coast. Yamamoto met with Steve Cohen. He had the dinner there. We met with Yamamoto. Like, I think Yamamoto was a bit more, same thing. Like, yeah, like he was considering it.
Yeah.
Roki gives me the vibe that he's considering it maybe even a little bit more than his two predecessors in that regard.
Yeah.
Because his situation is very different from the both of them. So I'm not trying to give anybody hope that this guy's going to be a Yankee and like we should start planning for
Correct.
that. I still don't give us much more than 10, 15% chance.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And like, look, that's why I said the pipe dream is a beautiful thing to think about. And like I said, man, if it happens, you better believe that live stream is going to be wild, because not only are we going to be celebrating getting a 23-year-old stud, but we're going to be celebrating, well, what does this mean going forward? What can Brian Cashman and company do now? And that's to me the most exciting part of the whole situation is what they can then do going forward. That's intriguing stuff, man. That's intriguing stuff. And Rubber Toe said he also met with the White Sox. So, I mean, he's meeting with certain clubs for whatever reason, and we'll see what happens. But we got our first super chat of All Rise, my guy Jeff J.
Thank you for being a friend.
I got that gahabagoo. Morning, fam. NYYU to the moon and even past that, baby, especially this year. Watch how we go to the moon this year, folks. And no more Gleybass in pinstripes. But who the hell is playing third? Roki is going to sign with the Dodgers, Padres, or Seattle. A shame he take us over the top. Yeah, he would do some insane stuff to our rotation, which, by the way, is already the best in the American League. I think that's obvious.
Yeah.
Right there with Seattle. I know a lot of people saying Seattle. I get it. They're right there with one another, and that's fine. But man, oh man, I mean, look, we talked about Gleyber already. I just tweeted it out, man. Congratulations to Gleyber. Best of luck to you in Detroit. I don't have no hard feelings towards the guy at all. Look, was Gleyber one of those guys that you kind of watch and rip your hair out? Yeah, because you'd expect a lot better at certain times. And, me and Francis talked about this. We were talking about this a lot before we even went live. And when it comes to Gleyber, he rejected a couple of other teams. Who was it again, Francis? The Nationals, and there was another one. And the Angels. He rejected deals to both clubs. And then he sells on a 1-year deal to stay in the American League, a big ballpark like Detroit.
Yeah.
If Gleyber Torres can go back to being that line drive type hitter, the right field, the left field, he can hit above 270, have a good slugging percentage, OPS due to doubles and triples potentially. So that's the type of ballpark that is. But again, man, for me, I don't hold no hard feelings towards Gleyber. We got to a World Series last year with him. He kind of just fell off in the World Series. But look, I think it's just another story of elite level prospects, because I think people need to remember something here. Gleyber Torres wasn't just a Caleb Durbin prospect where he's not really ranked and he had a good AFL and, hey, we got this guy that had a great... Gleyber Torres was a top prospect in baseball.
In baseball.
And, again, that's just one of the situations here when a prospect doesn't fully pan out and doesn't fully reach this all-star level. You remember that graph that was put out? I think it was after 2019 when he's like the projections of his next 3 years.
For the next 5 years.
Brother, Gleyber Torres was supposed to be a solidified, guaranteed, locked-in all-star year after year. Shit doesn't work out the way you expected to, folks. That's just the way baseball is. But, shit like that happens. I have no hard feelings towards Gleyber. Let him go do his thing, man, and we'll see what happens from there. Yanks fan 84 says, do you think Gleyber is going to battle at the shelter in Detroit? Battle at the shelter in Detroit.
He's talking about he's talking about the rap battle place.
Oh, from 8 Mile.
Yeah. Check it out. I look, when it comes to Gleyber, I think the
shelter.
The thing that shocked me most is probably the fact that Yankees fans, there were a lot of Yankees fans that seemed a little bit surprised that Gleyber didn't come back. I don't know where the surprise from that comes from.
I agree. I'm very confused about that. The way Brian Cashman spoke after that year, I think we all said it. We're like, well, Gleyber's gone.
Whoa.
We were like, Gleyber's gone. I mean,
We
that
said
ain't
it. I
happening.
think we said it. I think no, I not even think. I know we said it in the season outlook before the season started. This is
that was his
Gleyber's
last
walk
year,
year.
yeah.
He's likely not going to be a Yankee after this year. We all
Yeah.
said it, and I mean, I don't. I mean, I get it. Some people are just optimistic to a fault. That's cool. But I mean, I know some pretty optimistic fucking people. Actually, me and
Yeah.
Pete both know some pretty optimistic people who are big Gleyber fans who also said, yeah, he's probably not going to be a Yankee.
Yeah,
next
he's done. Yeah.
That's how obvious it was. So for some of them to be surprised, it's like that's kind of jarring to me. But then there was another side of the fan base that's kind of just like, that is what it is. 1 year, 15 million. That's probably what he's worth. And that's I was telling Pete, like, I think that there's something like seriously wrong with Gleyber. I don't know exactly what that could be, but I think 1 year and 15 million is a big mistake. I don't see it. I feel like we just signed Paul Goldschmidt for 1 year, 12 and a half. You're telling me that a 28-year-old Gleyber Torres is only worth 2.5 million more than a 37-year-old Paul Goldschmidt? I don't think so. I think that, he rejected some pretty solid deals from two other teams that for whatever reason he may or may not have wanted to play for. The Nationals are right there in DC. It's as close to New York as you can get. A couple hours down the freaking road. Detroit is way farther than DC is. It's also a completely different geography. Detroit it's a beautiful city, beautiful town. I've been there. I actually really like it out there. But I just I didn't see it. I'm like, you take 1 year, 15 versus you got 3 years on the table here. And some people go, well, they wanted him to play third. He can't play third. He can't play third. I mean, this is a kid who came up as a shortstop. This was the issue that I had, when the Yankees kind of just swapped him over to shortstop and it didn't work, and then they're trying to swap him back and whatever. Those things don't work like that. But make no mistake about it, Gleyber Torres was a number one prospect, a top prospect in baseball as a shortstop. This is not something that he can't do. It's not an ability that he doesn't have. Could he do it on the Yankees? I think people are underestimating just how hard it is to do that on the Yankees.
Yeah, again, because that is something that does exist, folks. Playing in New York is a different animal. Believe it or not, there are some people that don't believe that. They think that is a made up,
like it's a myth or something.
Like a myth that playing in New York is different. It's very, very different. But it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna spend much more time here on Gleyber Torres.
Tony, remember that? Remember when Gleyber said that? I'm a second baseman. I play second base. I don't care what Cash means.
Yo, that was wild.
I don't say I'm a second baseman.
Remember how mad a lot of us got at that time? We were fucking hot that he said that shit.
I was hella tight. Listen,
I think Kev was sticking up for him. You son of a bitch, Kev! Stop sticking up for him.
He was like, no, because it's true. He is.
He got 1 year.
Here's the thing. and I'm glad Tony brought that up.
I tell you what, I'm gonna come to that swamp, you son of a bitch.
I'm glad that Tony brought that up because that's the thing about Gleyber is that he did so much shit like that, right? That it kind of skews like the way fans look at him, which is why you have so much vitriol from all over. That there's people that are like celebrating that he's gone. Like I'm not.
Yeah, that shit's a little wild to me. It really is a little wild to me.
He's gone. I didn't think he was coming back, but I'm also not celebrating that he's gone. It's like
Then again, you got Francis. You got motherfuckers out there celebrating that Soto was gone and that all of a sudden Soto was shit. He was ass. So I mean, it's fandom. It comes with fandom. It just does.
That's true. But here's my question, Pete. Between you and I. Are we in the position to celebrate Gleyber Torres being gone when DJ LeMahieu is our starting second baseman?
Why you gotta do that shit for, man? Why do you even have to why do you gotta break my balls here and bring that up?
Because I'm trying to figure out, because I see people celebrating and I'm like, do people realize that as of today, David John, it might be Pete Simonetti. He picked up a bat. I don't know.
That's why I did it. I'm fucking put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. My legs work. Well, my right knee's a little fucked up, but I can play through it. Put me in.
Put some menthol on the right knee. Jira got you. You'll be ready to go.
Put me in, baby. I want to play ball.
I'm just saying.
Carlos, put me in, Carlos. Yankees farm, baby. I'm going to the farm.
He's going to the farm.
I'm going to the farm. Put me in. Put me in. We got a super chat from Ra. He says, Pete, a lot of Yankee fans are concerned with losing 2 postseason heroes with Soto and now Torres. How did the Yankees address this? They just play ball, man. I mean, that's the only way I can say it. They just go out, they play ball, man.
They got to get
There's nothing else they can do. There's nothing else they could do besides add to the club, and that's it. And
Shouts out to Los. Apparently, he's in the chat. Good morning, Los.
It's my brother, man. I love that man. I love that man. Los, by the way, I'm probably going to hit you up today or tomorrow, and I'll share this with everybody because I told you guys, the Yankees farm report is, we ain't doing that. We're doing from the farm to the show, basically the farm to the show. I created everything yesterday. It looks fire. It's very, very different. A different style of template. Man, oh man, it's really fun. Ivan's World, my guy, says, it's a good day. Gleyber is gone. There you go. He's one of those. We couldn't deal with his bullshit anymore. Another year would have been a nightmare. Too many headaches. Jeff then also adds, DJ no-hitter Fields needs to get put in the bathroom. I don't disagree with that. He needs to get put in the bathroom. But Francis, before we go into voicemails,
okay,
I got to sell you on something.
All right, let's see.
I've done this a couple of times. I've done it with Kev, and I think he's a little bit accepting of
his
it.
Salesman hat on.
I've done it with the chat,
okay,
and they're accepting of it.
Okay, let's see.
I know you hate the New York Mets. You're not a big Mets guy. Trust me, Francis gets very angry. You know, he gets very angry.
I don't like losing to the Mets.
There's times when I leave Francis alone completely. I'm like, I'll let him reach out. You know, I'm going to leave him alone. I know when Francis is really upset, and I'm like, I'm not even going to have a conversation with him. I'm just going to let him be.
He lets me stew for 24 hours.
Yeah, man. I just let you
friend.
I just let you
That's
marinate.
A real friend, right?
I let you marinate. I don't get angry about it. I just let you marinate for a while.
I appreciate
all right.
that.
We'll get back to Francis later. They got a second baseman over there.
They do.
Jeff McNeil.
The flying squirrel.
Now, before you think of any of this, and before we have this conversation, I'm just going to simply say, shouldn't be the 1A, shouldn't necessarily be the 1B. There could be other options out there via trades and all that. So I am not sitting here advocating for this deal. But I am trying to sell this to Yankee fans as I think a possibility of the Mets and the Yankees getting together on a deal. Now, would they after Soto? I don't know. They may just be like, we're not fucking with each other right now. We're good, and we're going to have that separation. I don't know. Maybe they would. But Francis, Jeff McNeil is made for Yankee Stadium. He's made for Yankee Stadium. I'm going to throw this on the screen right here. Let me get my face off here so nobody needs to see me. Let me clip the wrong thing. There we go. Look at the spray chart right there. Okay? 12 homers last year with the Mets. Just to show everybody that I'm not bullshitting about this, at Yankee Stadium, he would have been the best player he could be. 19 bombs at Yankee Stadium. That's more than even Cincinnati. Typically, when you look into Cincinnati, they has the most homers. He had 19 homers, which would have been, of course, at Yankee Stadium. I believe he has 2 years left on his deal. If the Yankees were able to move on from Marcus Stroman, would you even consider a deal for Jeff McNeil to the Yankees?
I need to see. Just let me pull up.
Go ahead. Take your time. A lot of people in the chat have decided that they agree that they could see this and make this move.
15.7, and he is, how old is he?
32. So you got him to what? I think he only has a 2-year deal, right? 2 years left?
Yeah, I see. He's got 1, 2. There's a club option for the 3rd year.
Right. So you don't got to pick that up.
So it's 15.7, 15.7 club option. You don't have to pick up. Is there a buyout? I don't see a buyout there.
I wonder what it is for then. Is it for at bats? Is it?
It's a full club option. It's not, it doesn't. I don't even see vesting on it. So
either we pick it up or we tell him to take a hike.
Either we pick it up or we tell him to take a hike. It looks like.
Okay.
Damn, I can't believe I'm going to say this.
I mean, I think
as soon as you said the name, I was like,
Keith. By the way, Keith was like, "Yeah, take him."
Yeah, and here's the thing, and I know Keith. I know Keith would say that because Keith is what is. He's been like not highly against McNeil. I think Keith's more of a proponent of we have better options, and they keep running this guy out there while we have the better options available, I think.
And we got DJ LeMahieu.
And you know what I'm saying? So he can, you know, Keith can correct me if I'm wrong if he hears this later on. But from what I gathered, like watching him last year, I heard a lot of the times, like, you know, there's other options out there. We run this guy out there. He's not producing. I get. Pete's a good salesman, guys. I mean, what do you want? What do you want? There's a reason he's the boss at YYU. When you put it into perspective of what that season would have looked like in Yankee Stadium, and then you also factor in the fact that that was one of his worst seasons.
Yeah.
And that it would have been a productive season on the Yankees, then it kind of opens my eyes to the fact of potential. And people, you know, optimistic Francis kind of starts the wheels going, and I'm starting to wonder, does he fit our lineup better than he fits the Mets lineup? Does he fit our stadium better than he fits the Mets stadium? Because fit is a real thing, and I think people underestimate that. Like we were talking about other aspects of people's game. Fit is a big thing. Does Jeff McNeil fit the Yankees better right now than he does the Mets? I think there's an argument to be made. At 15 million, I'm telling you, Pete, if that shit said 12 million, there would be no selling. Story. There'd be no selling that needs to be done. I would do it in a heartbeat. Yeah. People say, oh, it's only 3 million. Yeah, 3 million got you Luke Weaver last year. Every million counts to me. But at 15, what are we sending back?
That's what I'm saying. You obviously wouldn't do this by just taking that. So either Marcus Stroman goes elsewhere and it's almost like a wash, and you trade maybe. I always think, look, I think a reliever makes sense. The Nate Lowe type deal. Okay. Maybe one of our relievers that we're not going to utilize as much. Maybe an Efros. Yeah. Maybe an Efros. Okay. I mean, I'm not talking about nothing extremely sexy here. That wouldn't make any sense. But I love
that 15 to like, what does Efros think?
Efros probably makes I think he makes a couple of million. I feel like he's already in his first year of arbitration, I believe. So he got to make over $1 million or so. I don't think he's just getting league minimum.
I'll tell you like this: if this is like you said, this is not 1A, 1B, whatever. But
it's not something that I'm saying do right, like do this moment, do tomorrow.
No,
yeah. I'm not saying that.
If it's February and we're like packing our things for spring training and they're loading up the truck to send it down to Florida, and DJ LeMahieu is still the projected second baseman on opening day, yes, I do the McNeil deal. I do it, and you know what? At that stage, I don't even know if I'm mad at it. I think
that's my point of it, right? Because what you got to look at, he's based off everybody I've spoken to, he's a better defender than Gleyber Torres at second base.
No, from
what I hear, he's a better defender.
I watch a lot of Mets games. He's
what you should know you can get from him then is better defense at second base. If anybody ever wants to complain about a ball player, he is quite a ball player in that regard. He's a gamer, so that could make you a little more excited, I guess, if that's really, if that's your thing that you kind of factor into all this. And then on top of that, I think it's very fair to say the guy would pop some homers at Yankee Stadium. So if you could sit back and even go, well, he's going to give you at least 15 plus and play better defense than Gleyber, well, you can almost make a case and an argument that you've improved that position. So I don't really see the overall downside in it when it comes to him. And even in his previous years, when you look at 2023, he would have had better numbers at Yankee Stadium. He's just a spray. He's that type of hitter where I'll pull this back up and just show everybody. You go year by year and look at his spray chart. To me, again, not the sexiest move, but there's 2023. Look at right field. I mean, he'll get his singles and all the other stuff to left, but right field is his thing. That's the type of player he is. He's literally modeled for Yankee Stadium.
This is what we're lacking. If you think about it, I'm looking at this right now. Because here's my thing, and this is what I said, with the Arenado and like even the Bregman stuff, right? Their charts are kind of similar, but to left field. And then that's what would scare you, like with a Bregman, for instance, where you're like,
exactly.
Bregman ate a lot in Houston because the Crawford boxes and stuff like that. At Yankee Stadium, those numbers project to take a little bit of a hit. Well, McNeil is the opposite of that in regard to the fact that he's going to right field, and at Yankee Stadium, that actually projects for him to look a lot better. The 12, it was 12 home runs last year?
12 he hit. Yeah, he would have 19 at the
That
stadium.
becoming 19 in the Bronx, add a little health and stuff like that or whatever. So you're saying he'd be the 7th guy in the lineup that could possibly hit 20 home runs for this team?
And bingo. That's what people got to remember that the Yankees have done this year is that you're not going to get the same level. And this has been the misconception all offseason. And guys, we're going to get the voicemails after this, but this has been the misconception all season right here. It's been very, very simple. Everybody assumes that Soto left, so you got to make up his production with one player. No. And we're saying no, and I've been saying this, and people get mad at me. They go, yeah, Peter, I can't believe you're settling. Nobody's settling.
No.
What we're simply saying is you got no production from Alex Verdugo. You got no production from Anthony Rizzo. You barely got production from second base. So, yes, I get it. You're not going to find a Juan Soto out there. Tucker you could have had, but that's a whole nother story. But you can't find that. So what do the Yankees do to make up for that? They got Cody Bellinger, who you would assume is going to do better than Verdugo. Jason Dominguez, you would assume should do better than Verdugo. Paul Goldschmidt, you would assume will do better than Anthony Rizzo. Whoever we get at second base, depending on who it is, you would hope that they're more consistent than Gleyber Torres. With that being the case, Austin Wells in another year, Anthony Volpe in another year of progression, you'd hope. They have a chance to be a better overall team in 2025. Now, I get Yankee fans in whole. We want the sexy move, so it feels like, oh my God, you're being a shill for the team here, Pete. I can't believe I'm seeing this. No, because it's not the friggin' offseason. It's not the free agency that we'd all need, that we'd all want. For the Yankees to sit back and go, I can't believe they passed up on Albert Francis. I can't believe it. I can't believe they passed up on Vlad Guerrero Jr. I can't believe they passed up on Tucker. I can't believe they passed up on all these good names that could have made us better. It wasn't the offseason for it. I had somebody, again, they're still on the same thing, some people. Well, why didn't they had the chance to make a super team. They could have gave out that 760 they gave Soto to other people. It doesn't work that way. You're talking about 50 million AAV. Who are you getting?
Exactly.
Like
you're not giving anybody that.
We're not shilling here. We're telling you the fucking truth. It's not how it works.
It's here. I'll be honest with you. Like when I kind of like listened to everything that you said, and then kept talking and talking, and ended up the last point that I said really kind of talked myself into, like, it's not just what he brings. It's when I look at him on paper and I see the whole picture, and I see him as the 7th guy in that 9-man lineup that could feasibly hit 20 home runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. Especially
he could hit 230 and hit 15 homers in that position. You'd be happy. Especially
if his number is somewhere close to 12 million or under. Now here's where I don't like it. I don't like it if Jurickson Profar signs for 12 million AAV or less and 3 or 4 years or less somewhere else. And then I'm like, shit, we could have had Profar, who's a switch hitter, who hit 280 last year, 24
and by the way,
runs,
had almost a 400 on base percentage.
With a crazy on base percentage, and for the pretty much the same AAV or maybe a little bit more in 2-3 years, we could have had that. Then I'm pissed. Right. But yeah, it depends. It kind of remains to be seen with that market, right? Like we haven't heard much about that market, which again, and people are gonna say whatever they're gonna say, but again, it could very well be what you said before, that the Yankees are in wait and see mode, and we just need to see what happens with this Roki Sasaki stuff. And I'm not saying wait until January 15th. Like Pete said, they know a lot more about the situation than we do, right? They're more in the know. The teams, like I think teams are going to know what Sasaki's decision is going
Yeah.
to be a lot sooner than January 15th.
Yeah, of course. They're going to know if they're out or not.
Yeah, and I
Yankees
think
will know
those teams,
pretty soon.
You'll see them start to pivot. So
Yeah.
I think if the Yankees are made aware that, hey, he's not going to sign with you guys, then I think at the top of the year we start to see some movement in other markets.
Yeah.
Could that be the Hassan Kim market? Could it be the Jurickson Profar market? Could it be trade market for a guy like McNeil or so? I don't know. It could be. I don't know. But I just feel like right now, as it currently stands,
Yeah.
they're in wait and see mode. And I'm not going to judge. I can't allow myself to judge the offseason off of the idleness of the last week or so, because it is the holidays, and I think they are kind of waiting to see how things shape out.
Yep. Jeff with a super chat says, how much cash do we have before the Hal cap? Without moving Marcus Stroman, it's a couple of million.
Yeah.
I actually think they might be like right there right now. So yeah, they're gonna have to move money to stay underneath that. But one interesting thing about Jurickson Profar that you just mentioned. Do you know this about Profar? He's actually been a plus defender at first base.
See, that I didn't know.
I know that's because it's not something a lot of people tend to talk about because nobody believes that he could be a real option.
Yeah, I know the second base, the outfield for sure. I didn't know the first base stuff.
And he's a negative outfielder, basically. He's a negative defender, basically, anywhere else he plays. And again, I know it's first base, but he has 466 innings at first base. He has a defensive run save. He's a +3, +1. He's plus across the board on defensive run saves. I'll pop this on the screen for everybody, but you take a look here.
Look at that.
Right, and I'm going to highlight first base. There's first base right there for Jurickson Profar, and it's the only one where he's above average.
What's
So
second base?
Intriguing.
What does second base look like?
Second base is right above it. He's just not good. He's a horrible defender at second base. I mean, he's horrible really everywhere else you look. I mean, to be -29, -20, -11, that's bad. That's bad.
Let me ask you: would you sacrifice? And we credit to NYY Underground as always, pioneers, pretty much all the freaking time. Because I feel like we were the first ones that kind of started that whole conversation of, with how much you've improved run prevention this offseason.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to now sacrifice defense at a position if you bolstered offensively? And I think where I'm at, yeah.
Here's the issue. Do you believe in his offensive presence going forward? Do you believe that he could be that same guy year after year, because he hasn't ever shown that? So that's my thing.
No, I don't 280, I don't 280.
Yeah, if Profar, let's say for an example, somebody says, yeah, he's going to be that same guy the next 3 years. I'd sign him a 3-year deal tomorrow. And I'd say, even if we got to move you around and find you spots, I'd want that offense in my lineup because we'll really need that.
I don't see
But
that.
my thing is, that's my thing. I can't. It's not a Robbie Cano. It's not a Robbie Cano's a great defender, but I'm talking about offense and second base. When you're looking for an elite offensive presence and you go, I'll make up for the defense, his bat makes up for it. Juan Soto's a prime example of that. Is nobody cared. Who gives a shit if he misses a ball every now and then? The guy's an elite offensive presence in your lineup. I don't see him as being that type of guy that I would say sign him to a 2 or 3 year deal and we can worry about the infield later. Even though we've just added a shit ton of guys that are going to be ground ball pitchers. And that's why, that's also the reason why I think Tim Hill is probably going to be the guy the Yankees bring back, because he's an elite ground ball guy. They're upping their defense. I think that'll be the case that they do there. Difference between him and Chafin is Chafin's a fly ball pitcher. I don't know if that's going to make sense for Yankee Stadium.
At Yankee Stadium, I saw the report from Heyman, but to be honest with you, I don't. And look, no shot to Chafin. I think for a lot of teams, he makes a ton of sense. For the Yankees, though, it scares the bejesus out of me. Like, I don't see why. Does. Like, fly ball pitchers in Yankee Stadium and never do well. No, it's never worked out. It just doesn't work out. So I don't like that. I think Hill is the move. I think it makes the most sense in terms of like a Cashman move also. I just think it's one of those moves that they're kind of praying that nobody comes in, like swoops in and grabs him before they can like kind of make him the last move of the offseason type thing.
Right. Right.
To the Profar stuff, I don't think he's 280 going forward, but I do believe he could be anywhere from 255 to 275, and I take that.
I mean, I would say if
in-
he
in
can
the bottom-
guarantee you that, still have a high on base
In
percentage.
the bottom of our lineup, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how would you not? How would you
like
not
it.
seriously consider that? That would be tough not to take that. Let's go ahead and jump into some voicemails. Here we go.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yo.
Merry belated Christmas from Joey to everybody, and a Happy New Year if I don't talk to you guys again before New Year's. A lot of people are giving our GM shit for not being active enough, but I think that's an unfair criticism. I think he's
Agreed.
doing the best that he can with the hand that he's been dealt. It's not easy trying to replace Soto.
Facts.
But the simple fact that Soto is, let's face it, irreplaceable. And that's why I'm kind of disappointed with the Kyle Fucker situation. I mean, he wasn't a replacement either, but he was as close as you can get. I mean, an ex-Wobo 400 for last year. That's right on the borderline of elite. So hopefully we can get him when he's a free agent next year. But it looks like the Yankees are really focusing on pitching and defense, but especially pitching. We got the best fucking pitching staff right now, at least in the American League, if not in all of MLB. It's pretty fucking amazing. And if we could get Sasaki, which I'm not predicting that we will, but if we could, that would be amazing. But we do have to shore up the second and third base situation. And hopefully we will. There's still time, dude. Everybody needs to relax a little bit. There's still some time. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.
Appreciate you, Joey. And yeah, man, there's still time. You know, that's the one thing I think we all got to understand. Everybody wants to make the moves and see what the team is going to be and what it's going to look like and, you know, all that fun stuff. But as it stands right now, the Yankees do indeed have time. It's not like they got to make decisions tomorrow. It's not like they got to report to camp tomorrow. There's still time to get a lot of things done. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
It's early still, believe it or not.
It is. It definitely is early. Let's keep them going, baby. A lot of voicemails this morning.
Pete,
There he is.
Francis, all
Yo.
rise.
What up,
and
brother?
guys, listen, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Now let's make it a Happy New Year.
Yes, sir.
Fam. Let's do it. Hey, Pete, this isn't a pipe dream. I don't think it's a pipe dream.
All right.
Let's make it happen. All right?
I like the
Dreams can
confidence.
come true, man. Let's make it happen. Let's go after him. Let's get Matsui out from where he is.
Oh.
Get rid of the porno collection for about a minute there, Hideki. All right? Hey, yo. And let's start working on getting Sasaki here and the pinstripes. Let's do it. Let's make the dream a reality. Sweet dream, baby.
There he is.
Sweet
I was waiting for it.
dream, baby. Dream, baby, got me dreaming sweet dreams the whole day through. Dream, baby, got me dreaming sweet dreams in nighttime too. I love you and I'm dreaming of you, but that won't do. Dream, baby, help me stop my dreaming. You can make my dreams come true. So sweet dreams, baby. That's what we want. Sasaki in pinstripes and make those dreams sweet. Let's fucking go. Happy New Year, dudes.
Tony Rivera said, I thought Dom was going to go with 2 Live Crew there for a second. Let me tell you something. If Dom started rapping on here, that's going to be, that'll be a whole nother level of Uncle Dom, man.
Oh, it's going to happen.
But I do got a prediction. I think somebody next might be rapping. Let's take a listen.
Hey, Pete and Francis, Macho King in the house. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pound on pony your eye. Macho Blood is coming up the top rope with an elbow drop. Take it. And an elbow reserved for trees can't be a bone and fish. Yeah. They need to finish the job and get a second baseman what they relieve for a maybe even sign Suzuki, yeah. Because we can't let those gambler bunks Otani and the Dodgers own Japan, and next year we get Murakami macho run time, yeah.
That's right.
Boom, skiddly boom. Kick it, stick it, certified wicked. I came through a conquered, split it, stopped it, lifted and flipped it. Now let me be blunt. Macho don't front busters like roaches. I'm down on the hunt. The Intercontinental Champion. And that's just one example. Hitting grand slams like Aaron Judge and Mickey Mantle. Emerging victorious for all of us. You brush off the dust and make it be great. Here's the 2025 and World Series number 28. NYYOUWO. Ooh, yeah! Macho!
Man, my man threw it. You know, these are gems. People got to understand, man. These are gems. All right? The way that man just put Santa Claus, Macho Claus on the top rope with an elbow drop, legendary stuff, man. Absolutely legendary stuff. I tell you what, Macho, you are one of a kind, my friend. He is one of a kind. He likes to rap when you're on here.
No, I love. I'm a big fan of the Macho freestyles. I gotta tell you, since day one, bro. So I'm happy that Francis Fridays happens to bring
his
those,
album. The album's coming out.
Yeah,
the album is definitely we definitely got to work on the
Breaking
album.
news. Breaking news. We got Carlos Correa's burner is in the chat.
Oh shit!
And he's telling us to trade for him. I don't know if he's talking about.
I mean,
or
Carlos,
NYU. I don't know.
I mean, Carlos, if you want a show here, we can have a conversation. I don't know how possible that is during the year. It would be fun, but when it comes to the Yankees, my guy, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't know. Listen, I love Correa. I love Correa.
I love Correa.
I love the idea of him, being a part of the team. And I put out a tweet like it's like a month ago, probably. I was like, it's time, make the change, whatever. But I realistically, I don't see the Yankees even.
Those were the days.
Yeah, nah.
7 hells. Let's keep them going, guys.
Pete, Francis, chat. How you guys doing?
What
Hope
up,
everybody's
man?
well.
What up,
This
brother?
is King Dre. Listen, I'm pretty excited with what Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner has done this all season. When Soto left, I remember I bought tickets by mistake, which don't even ask me what was that about. But anyway, by mistake I bought them. I bought a ticket for opening day against the Brewers. And when Soto left, I thought about selling it because it was because I specifically bought the tickets to see him. I was going to sit on the second row in section 105, right there next to him, and he left, that scumbag. But anyway,
you'll see Judge.
That's history. I'm pretty happy with what the Yankees have done so far, especially with the pitching side. The Tucker thing really broke my balls. I wish we would have had him and Bellinger. That would have been, amazing. But all in all, I'm pretty happy. My next thing is I wish the Yankees could trade Stroman, free up some money.
I think they
to either save it for maybe some moves in the trade deadline if they can't, find any pieces now for either second or third. And that's it, honestly, because I know the market is slow. What I'm thinking is that when Roki Sasaki signs, hopefully he signs with us. I doubt it, but if he does, that gives us even more flexibility to move Stroman, to maybe move a Heel or Schmidt. Have some places where we could go, move around and stuff like that in terms of trades. But yeah, all in all, I'm happy. So yeah, but like I always say, God bless you, Pete. God bless you, Francis. God bless the chat, and God bless America. See you later, guys.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you. And yeah, they got, like I said, man, they obviously got a little more work to do. It is relatively early. I don't think the Sasaki stuff I don't think it's really holding up any of the market at all, because that's just a different thing than free agency. You can still go make moves and still add Roki and be like, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't really affect us money-wise. He's getting league minimum after you give him his bonus. But, yeah, man, we'll find out in January where is he going to go. I think everybody kind of feels like they're on the same page here. Is if he signs with the Yankees, we'll be hella happy. If not, we're going to be like, well, we expected he'd go to the West Coast. So it ain't, nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Look, I don't think there's too much. I think it'll be way more of a shock if he ends up over here. That's it.
Oh yeah, and that's
more of a
exactly
shock.
the way I feel about it.
He ends
It'll
up
be
making
more of
money.
a shock if he did come here. But let's keep it going, guys. Some more voicemails here for you.
Good morning, Pete. William Henry here. How you doing? First of all, I'm calling to commend the Yankees for doing a good pivot overall after losing Soto. Their plan B seems that we're now deeper, we're more balanced, and we have a better defense, which is going to be really important in the infield, especially with having a ground ball starter like Max Fried.
Facts.
The other reason I called was to say a big thank you to you, NYYU, and the entire team for an incredibly great 2024.
Yeah.
Also, reminder, please, everyone follow NYYU on Instagram.
Bam.
I love the pictures recently of you, Pete, Francis, and Jira in the tuxes and the classy outfits. Look really cool. And the other reason I called was to just say a Happy New Year to everyone, NYYU, all the chat. And for 2025, let's get 75,000 subscribers by the end of 2025. That would be so awesome. Take care.
Okay.
I'm out. Bye.
Okay.
And William Henry, man, he just comes through just direct. That's it. Knowledge dropping, and then on top of that, he's like, man, look at they got dressed up, man. They had the suits on, they look fire, and
We clean up nice.
Then he just
nice.
ends up with get 75,000 subs.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Caleb
man. That's my
says
guy, man.
put Francis as second. Listen, my brother, my gloves still work. All right. I am half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. My glove still works. Don't play with us. Okay. I'll go stand out there if I have to. All I know is, and it better not be no David John LeMahieu. That's all I know.
No, definitely not.
Right
And
now.
let me tell you something. My range at second base isn't nothing good. But the ball at me, I'm gonna knock it. I'm gonna knock that son of a bitch down and make that play. All right. You guys might miss Gleyber Torres pretty quickly, but at least you won't miss DJ LeMahieu. All right. That's the best I can do for you. You want to put me out there, baby? I'm ready to rock.
That's the clip right there. You listen. You might miss Gleyber, but you won't miss the other guy.
You might miss Gleyber Torres, but if I'm out there, you won't miss DJ LeMahieu. Let me tell you something. I'll block that son of a bitch like you never see. My range ain't good, but I don't know how good DJ's range is at this point anymore. But who the hell knows? Maybe we're beating up on DJ this year the way we did with Stanton, and maybe DJ's gonna surprise everybody.
I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Okay, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Going into 2025, Francis ain't playing with y'all. Okay, it ain't gonna be no more. All right, listen. Ain't gonna be no more of that. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't believe in David John. I don't believe in David John anymore. David John's time has come and gone.
You mean to tell me you don't believe in DJ LeGround out?
I don't believe. Oh, I believe in that. Pete, I believe in that. You know what we used to say? Death, taxes, and DJ LeMahieu would run us to scoring position. Now it is death, taxes, and DJ grounding out. That for sure. I believe in that.
Oh, he's gonna win the MVP.
Oh, he's gonna be the MVP of groundouts. That's for damn sure. That's gonna
most valuable putouts.
Most valuable
All right.
putout.
Let's go ahead and get to the next one here. It's everybody's favorite.
Hey, Pete, your boy Simon calling from Bella Vista, New Haven. How you doing? I hope you had a good Christmas, and Merry Christmas to everybody there at NYYU, and Happy New Year. I had a great Christmas. I got a new Yankee hat and new Yankee socks, and I'm going to go visit my mom on January 7th for her birthday, and she sends her love to you, Pete.
Of course.
I hope that we get this Roki Sasaki guy. He'd be a good pitcher for us, and I hope the Yankees make some more moves. Well, you have a good day, Pete. Rock on, NYY Underground forever. Smacky the leggy, hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. Go Yankees in 2025. Bye.
Oh, I love this guy, man. How do you not love Simon? He got Yankee socks.
Yankees down to the socks.
Yankees down to the socks.
The king of bocce ball in Bella Vista. Yankees down to the socks.
You think when he plays bocce, he wears the socks up to his kneecaps?
He probably does. He got the knee-high Yankee socks. He's got the Yankee head, the sweatband.
Oh, facts. You got to go all out.
Yo, can you imagine?
The swag, the aura, the fucking aura coming off of
Underground
Simon
bocce ball tournament 2026. Just wait.
Facts.
Just wait on it.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm ready to play some bocce. I'm ready to play bocce right now. The hell with that shit. I'm ready to play right friggin' now. The knee-high socks. I got knee-high socks.
I got some Yankee socks, too.
I wore my spring training.
I'm asking.
I wore my spring training. I got the knee-highs. I'll go throw them shits on right now.
I wear them shits all the time. They used to be my lucky Yankee socks until there was this one game I put them on, and it was no luck. So
Did Big Papi have anything to do with this?
How do you get it? How do you guess like right away? How do you guess right away?
I could just sense because that son of a bitch is at the that son of a bitch, Big Papi. He's the fucking epitome of everything that we find disgraceful in life.
Every time
and he's hurt us more than anybody. Papi, don't worry. Our Pats are gonna cross soon, my friend.
Oh yeah.
And I will definitely want you to come live and say the Yankees lose. Anyway.
I was gonna say, can I because that's one of my predictions for 2025.
Papi, yeah, definitely.
Papi's
going to be
2025.
We're going to chill with Papi in 2025.
NYU X Big Papi is going to happen.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, hey, you guys, stay tuned. You're going to love it. It's going to be funny. But every time I hear that dude say, duh, Yankees, I just think about those socks.
I just see Guy LaSource talk about suspenders. I was very close to rocking the suspenders when we went to the thing. I was going to buy the suspenders and just go full suspender Pete.
I wore suspenders as a kid. They said I looked like Steve Urkel. I didn't know that Steve Urkel wasn't cool. So, I see Pete's gonna laugh at me, but here's the thing. I was watching Family Matters as a kid. I thought Urkel was cool because he had the inventions and shit, and he was super smart. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So I want to look like that. And then I went to school and they learned me real quick in Sunset Park. They was like, nah, you look crazy. So yeah, I learned really quickly that wasn't cool. And yeah, I learned how to dress after that. So shouts out to the suspenders.
I tell you, man, I don't know. This P. Diddy shit just ruined everything for me because apparently he might have been on the hit list.
What?
Steve Urkel, yeah, you look that stuff up. There's some crazy shit out there about Urkel, man. I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you.
These are allegations, by the way. So
allegedly,
these are allegedly things.
Yeah, allegedly,
it's allegedly.
Yeah,
it's allegedly.
Melvin,
I'm not saying, but
Melvin says, so, yeah, I grew up in Sunset Park, Melvin. I moved to the Bronx when I was almost 13.
Sunset Park action, okay. Sunset Park also sounds like a retirement home, so
let me tell you, it wasn't in the 90s. These days,
now it's getting
I mean, let me tell you, you could get retired, but it wasn't a retirement home. But I seen a lot of people get retired in Sunset Park when I was growing up. Oh shit, he's at Gleason Depot. Oh shit, that's small world, bro. NYU really like makes the world like this.
Don't worry, you guys see us out there on the street all the time. We get messages. So we get people. Me and Francis we were sitting outside, in the Heights, and we're sitting outside. A guy comes out of nowhere, like, "Yo, man, can't believe you can't do that No Te Vayas next year." So we're like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do? I don't know. Can't do the No Te Vayas no more." So
I don't know if Keith is still here,
but you see that son of a bitch.
That's what stings me. It's really not even that much about the player. The fact that No Te Vayas doesn't hit me the same anymore because of Juan Soto. I don't know if I can ever forgive him for that because I used to love that song.
We gotta have it to me. You know what? I don't even know if I want to talk to you anymore, Juan. I don't even know if I want to talk to you anymore.
We don't have a choice. We have.
You know what I mean? Son of a bitch. That's all. I don't want to get my feet. I don't want to get. I had many great moments at No Te Vayas. I really did. I had many great moments. Let's get to a couple more voicemails. I'm just gonna go fucking hide in the corner.
She used to like the song too. Now
everybody does. Everybody's the great. It was one of the best moments of the year.
It came on the other night. Noche Buena. Estamos en la casa, familia, my family, everything.
Can't even hear it no more.
The song came on, Pete. I got up and I stepped outside. I needed air. I needed a break. They say, where you going? Wait.
You start getting that heat, that anxiety start creeping in.
They're looking at me. My heart starts beating fast.
I gotta go outside real quick. I gotta get some fresh air.
They say, where you going? Where you going? I need some air. They say, but it's cold outside. I don't care. I went outside.
Dude, I want to freeze, damn it.
I opened my phone. You know what the first thing I saw? A picture of Juan Soto at that tiny ass table.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about? Keith, are you in here? Steve, why did you put the man at the kiddie table for? I can't believe it. Nobody's talking about this. The Yankees have this giant office with giant TVs, big ass, a mahogany table that's worth $4 million. The New York Mets said, pop up on the little chair. He was down here. They said, hold on, buddy. Go ahead. Now you can sign the table. And he's there like.
Listen. See, you talking about You talking about when he signed. I was talking about the spread for his Christmas dinner. It looked like he was at the kiddie table with his pops and his brother. And you know what, Soto? Because you a smart motherfucker. You think you slick. I know what you did. He saw everybody said, oh, he's money hungry. All he cares about is money. He went to the Mets for money. So he said, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fix these people. I'm going to take a picture in the smallest table in Tia's house and let them see how humble I really am. Man, if you don't get the hell out of here with that shit. Soto, we know damn well you were sitting at a big table full of shit. That picture's not fooling nobody, all right?
This man said the spread. I'm talking about when he's signing this shit. He's talking about the Christmas spread.
Cause they try to
shout out
picture and they like, oh, you see, he's humbled. Man, if you don't get the my
stop that bigger
shit. Than that.
You got the contract, brother. Be you. All right, we can talk about you being you quite a bit if we really want to hear. Be you, fam.
And our only thing with that is I don't see what the problem is with Juan Soto coming out and just telling people like, yeah, bro, I got the bag. Like, what's wrong with that?
I mean, no, you're right about that. But you are actually seeing Soto out in the clubs now and shit like that. So, but years ago, let me tell you, before this contract, that video would never came out.
Oh, that video
would even been there. He would never even been there.
I'm glad you mentioned that because it's crazy because we know personally about some of Soto's likes and shit
and his movements, yeah.
But you never
said, well.
Well, let me tell you. She said, we know.
We have a pretty good idea here.
I saw that video of him in the Capital. He had the chain on. Listen, only thing I'm gonna say is, young brother, man, cuídate. Yo sé, you know what I'm saying? You over there, it's the country. That's where you from, La Patria. I get it. Take care of yourself, bro. Because, para me, look, if what happened to David Ortiz can happen to David Ortiz, it can happen to anybody. Like, just be careful, bro. Please.
Let me say one thing, too, about now that you mentioned David Ortiz. Let me tell you something. David Ortiz showed off every single dollar he got with his spread. His spread was phenomenal. Top line, top notch. And my man's sitting down there eating nuts. He's just cracking them, eating them, chilling. And that wasn't the only thing
that looked good either. I mean, I saw the picture of his lady. I gotta say, listen, no disrespect, Poppy. You know what I'm saying? You were a legend, but woo, child, like, damn. Because when I heard that Big Poppy was having another kid, I was like, damn, you a little bit older. Like, you still popping out the kids? Like, you already forgot what it's like.
And you saw the wife and you understood.
You gonna have it. I saw the wife. I said, nah, I get it, brother. I get you 1000%. Shit, I would have put twins. I would have had to knock twins or triplets in there, brother. I'm just saying. Damn. Yeah, I mean, he said they don't call me Big Poppy for nothing. I'm just.
Well, I'm here talking about spreads, and he's thinking of other spreads. This is what we do here. This is what happens at the U. Unbelievable. I can't even say anything. Anything I say, you got this fucking guy over here. You think about spread, he's thinking about many spreads. I'm thinking about food. He might be thinking about food himself. Hey, let's go ahead and get to the next one here.
What up, Seminary and Chico Bean? It is the one and only neighborhood DJ Silly. What the fuck calling in on? Bean, how you doing, guys? How you doing? Hey, man, I'm calling you guys live via the tow truck right now, through the tow truck. I'm working hardly working. You know the dealio. I'm on my way to Brooklyn. Fucking New York City, man, sucks ass, especially when it comes to traffic and trucks, but, that's another story for a different day. Anyways, I don't know if you guys heard about the Gleyber Torres signing of 1 year, $15 million with the Tigers. Like, how did he miss out on a multiple year contract with a bunch of other teams, and then he signs 1 year, $15 million with the Tigers? I mean, the Tigers, you can't sleep on the Tigers, man. And I got a feeling when Gleyber Torres comes back to Yankee Stadium or when the Yankees go to Comerica, he's gonna ball out against us, or not us, but against the Yankees. Like, damn, bro, it always happens. Anyways, guys. I gotta go, man. Before I go, let me hit you guys with a little jokey joke because I'm in the Christmas spirit still. Let me hit you with a little Christmas joke.
Okay.
So, how do you know if Santa is Jewish or not? By the direction he goes in the chimney.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Steels. Really?
I don't even know if we can say that shit live. Steels. What the? Listen, I just want to.
He just doesn't learn. He doesn't learn. Steels, I love you son of a bitch. But do you ever learn? Damn it!
Happy Hanukkah!
Happy Hanukkah
to all of our Jewish friends and family who support NYY Underground. What the hell, Steels?
He doesn't please throw tomatoes at this son of a bitch, would you?
What the hell, man?
And I was just ready to say, have a great day at work, Steels. I know you work hard, brother. Enjoy yourself.
Hey, he's a ballsy MFer, bro. Because you said you was driving in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you better be careful.
You better watch
hope there's not people out there listening to this, man. You might end up.
Listen, bro.
He said hashtag it's a. He does have a book, folks. He does have a book. I'm just saying. I don't think he's creating these. This is his book. Got a book.
Gleyber Torres is.
He's a son of a bitch. Gleyber Torres, what he is.
He's 1,000% a candidate to come back over here, and
he'll get cheered. By the way,
at one of those games against us. It's 1,000% gonna happen. He's gonna have his Gary Sanchez moment. Don't worry about it. Just expect it. And this way, it's not gonna hit that hard when it happens. Here's what I will say though.
Sorry.
Because he mentioned about the Tigers and them being a nice little team and stuff like that. They are a good team.
They are.
They were a team that I was not looking past them when it came to the postseason because of the pitching that they put out there. Here's what I will say though. With the way that the Yankees have bolstered their run prevention, their rotation, their bullpen, I do like the way we match up against them a lot more now because even though they have pitchers who can shut down a lineup, we do also. So if we do end up facing them in the postseason, it'll be a lot of pitchers duels likely, and I think we could still come out on top.
I miss Jorge Posada so much.
Jorge.
I don't know what the reason I just said that is
beautiful wife, that Jorge.
Oh yeah, she's amazing. Laura Posada, forget about it. And I tell you what, Jorge and Laura, they got to be some freaks.
God damn.
I know.
About me. He's talking about me. He comes from the top rope like Macho King said with the elbow drop. He said, I gotta tell you, they gotta be some freaks.
Well, if you follow them on Instagram, they got what I'm saying here is they got a beautiful relationship. They're getting older and they got a beautiful they have. I don't know if you ever follow them. They're a little freaky with each other.
Listen,
it's beautiful. I'm saying. I told Jerry the other day, we better be like this. We're in our mid to late 40s. We better be this way, because if we're not, you can get the fuck out right now, baby.
I'm glad you brought that up though, because what I
love it. That's all I'm saying. Jorge, nobody loves you the way I do. I love you, brother.
What I will say is, Jira definitely because Jira she had a post recently.
What she did?
And it tugged at my heartstrings, man. Because she really was just out there just showing how much she loves you, man.
Oh yeah,
she was just.
Let me tell you something. When she does that,
listen,
that's impressive because she don't be doing that shit. Jira don't be.
Pete, why do you think I was so surprised? I was like, God damn, Jira has a heart.
Yeah. I still don't fully know if she has a heart or not.
No, has a heart. She has a heart because she posted that, and I was like, mira, Jira, pero está enamorada, Dios mío. Pero esa tipa, wow. Está enamorada. Wow. She loves Pete, bro. She loves Pete. She's gonna kick my ass next time she sees me.
Let me tell you something. It ain't only for my good looks. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, here's.
Yeah, you would think it was 12:20 a.m., not 12:20 p.m. I tell you that much. Let's get to another voicemail here. Here we go.
Oh man.
Love you, Jorge.
Man, I gotta get rid of this Tony Danza thing, guys. Anyways, what's up, guys?
Oh, what's up, my guy?
Dr. B out from the West Coast. Just want to make a quick comment about the whole Sasaki thing. Yeah, man, I feel like it's been pretty evident that it seems like the Dodgers are the favorites. I never like to count my eggs before they're hatched, but that's what the writing on the wall seems to imply. Period. Having said that, I think that, I don't know, man, I got like this feeling in the back of my head where like maybe he does want to go somewhere where he doesn't want to be in somebody else's shadow, or maybe he wants to establish himself as like a number one or a number two at least, period. Here's the only wrinkle in that. All these guys that come from Japan, especially the pitchers, these guys don't go long innings. And so, at least from what I've seen so far, So it seems like a 6-man rotation or a team that's willing to do a 6-man rotation is where he's going to go because he's still kind of unpolished. You know, he's had some injuries. They still need to do a little bit of a refinement with his pitch mix and that kind of thing for him to come to the MLB. So I kind of feel like if he goes somewhere, the Dodgers are a strong contender in all those categories, not just the Japanese connection, because they can work him in and let him have time to develop and give him starts where they only expect him to go maybe 4 or 5 innings because they will have that 6-man rotation, period. But I don't know, man. Who knows? You know, I'm just watching the game over here, still riding the wave of the World Series. Much love, guys. Great show.
Damn.
Keep it coming.
I love my guy, Dr.
see
V, but why do you have
that in there?
You had to throw that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Francis. No joke. I was bored the other day, and I did watch the 5th inning over again just to break my own heart. I don't know why I did it, but I did. And let me tell you something. I talked about it yesterday, man. Aaron Judge, man. Lord have mercy, brother. Man, you better really come back next year prepared to play some ball, man, because you're never going to live that down until you actually live it again and make the plays and the big moments in the postseason, because I watched that shit again, man, and you know, I see a lot of people out there, they try to look at other plays. That was the floodgate play.
That was
nobody. Look, my pops hates me for saying this. He argues with me all. No, but there is a one. He had to make the play. Nah, I'm like, that was the floodgates. Judge opened the floodgates. You can't sit here and deny it. I watched it again, bro. Garrett Cole is like the basic. We're called that game. We're sitting there going, okay, basic. Who cares? That's what it is. Once he misses that ball, Francis, how honestly. And I talked about this yesterday. Mm-hmm. We were sitting there going, we're going back to L.A.
Yeah.
It's over. The game's done. This is the best Garrett Cole I've ever seen him look. He is so dialed in. The minute Aaron Judge dropped that baseball in center field, we sat there looking around going, oh, fuck. Oh, shit, this could be an inning.
The Dodgers
and then forget about it. Yeah, they said
this is all, and aside from all the trash they've been talking about us and whatever, like when you do like cut through the BS and listen to what they've been saying, that's what they've been saying. They've been saying Garrett Cole looked unbeatable. He was in complete control, and they felt like, yeah, we don't really have a shot today with this guy until Aaron Judge dropped that ball. And once that happened, that's when they started saying, well, now it's going to snowball on this team. You know it's going to get away from them. So now we just have to show up. Literally, we just have to take attendance and be there. Yep. And we're going to be able to get back in this game. And that's what happened. I mean, it is what it is. It just is what it is, man. It's funny you watch Game 5. Yeah, I watched Game 1 recently. I watched Game 1 recently, and I mean, seeing the Giancarlo home run and everything, it's just like, damn, like.
We played a good game that game too, man. Yankees even came back that game. I mean, man, that was such a good game. And didn't the Dodgers say it on that thing that, you know, they really felt like the series, if they lost that game, they were going to have a tough time winning it.
Completely different series.
And then when they won it, yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to keep going down that road because I really do. I get saddened. I get saddened to hear about it, but it is what it is, man. But with that being said, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap up All Rise today. What a friggin' episode we had this morning. A lot of stuff actually covered. Yeah. And like I said, guys, man, moves can still be made. Don't be upset. The Yankees have done some good things. We do got to give credit where credit's due. I think a lot of you in the chat have said the same thing that we've said here, is that it wasn't the greatest offseason in the planet to lose one Juan Soto, but they did. And they've had to, go about it in some other ways. And I do feel like the Yankees have done a good job of the additions they've made. What they finish off doing, we will see very, very soon. We're gonna figure it all out and see what happens. But Chira has no heart. Yeah, she, Francis believes she has one. I'm still searching for it. But
no, she has. I am a witness now. I am a witness. She has a heart. I saw it.
She has a heart. Under all that toughness, I always tell her there's a gummy bear there.
But that's what guys,
I love so deeply.
I want you guys to understand. That's what it is. Because people kill me and Pete all the time. They say, you guys are so negative. You guys are so hard over there. Y'all don't. If you think that we're hard on the players, bro, you should hear Jira when these players are doing bullshit. She is 1,000 times worse than
way
us.
worse. To the point, I wouldn't even air it.
Bro,
I wouldn't even air it on here. I
I'm telling
can't.
you right now, she would make some of these grown men cry. She would make them cry. They would be.
She could.
Like
she could make you feel very, very small really quickly.
Aaron Boone, there's not enough cupcakes in the world. There's not enough cupcakes
that'll
in
fill
the
your
world
heart up
for what
she'll do to you.
She will dismantle.
I'll tell you that. 100%. 100%. Well, with that being said, folks, until next time, we are out. Peace out, baby. Who knows if there is any news to break or anything else? I ain't going nowhere, baby. I'm going to be here. So peace out, guys. Until next time. See you later. Peace.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From